Namaste students, welcome back to your social science geography class. Today we will be studying be studying about the soils of Karnataka. So what do we mean by soil? The top thin layer of the earth's surface is called as a soil. So soil can be defined as a solid material on the earth's surface that results from the interaction of weathering and biological activity on the parent material or underlying hard rock, where you can see here in this picture. So the study of soils as naturally occurring phenomena is called as a pedology, from the Greek word pedon meaning soil or earth. Pedology takes into account the factors and process of soil formation, soil characteristics and distribution of soil types. So children, in Karnataka, we are having 11 groups of soil otters. They are antisols, in, incept, uh, incept, inceptitols, molesols, spodosols, olphisols, altisols, oxylos, and versatiles. So depending on the agricultural capability, the soil capability of the soil types are being divided into the 6 types. We are having red, lateric soil, black soil, alluvial soil, forest and coastal soils. So the most important things which are found, the common types of soil or groups of found that in Karnataka are, we are having the we are having the red soil. This red soil is obtained from the weathering of the granite and the genesis. It contains iron oxide and hence you can see this is red in color. It is rich in iron, lime and salt, and but it also contains a small amount of humus. It is light and has thin layers and it is not fertile. So its capacity for the moisture of retention, children, here it is very less. So it is widely distributed in Karnataka and it is found more in South Karnataka. The important crops that can be grown in this type of red soil is millets, pulses, tobacco and groundnuts, which are rain-fed crops, and also with the help of the irrigation, paddy, sugarcane, potato, vegetables, coconut, arcanut, banana can be grown. And apart from this, we find in the red soils are found in Tumkuru, Bengaluru, Chamrajnagara, Mandya, Mysuru, Chikballapur, and Kola. Now we can find here. We can find the we have this one Tumkuru, Chikballapur. We are having here Chikballapur. We are having the Ramanagara, Kolar, where all these areas we are having the red soil. Now we will move on to the black soil. So the black soil, children, it is formed by the weathering of the igneous rock and the cooling of lava after a volcanic eruption. Black soil is formed by the lava. They are mostly found in the volcanic region. So this kind of soil is formed by the weathering of basalt rocks also. So it is rich in aluminum, magnesium and oxides of iron. Hence it is black in color. And this black soil is also known as black cotton soil, and it has the ability to retain the moisture for many days. It is rich in nutrients and and a wide variety of crops can be grown. We can grow the cotton, wheat, linseed, millets, tobacco, oilseeds, rice, sugarcane are grown in this black soil. So this is found in the North Karnataka. Black soils are found in North Karnataka like Bijapur, Bidar, Gulbarga, Raichur, Bellary, and also in some parts of yeah, Chitradurga also, and we are also having the in Belgaum and also in Bagalkot, Belgavi. All these areas we are having the black soil. Next, we will move on to the laterite soil. This kind of soil is found in the areas which receives heavy rainfall and have high temperature. Water soluble lime and silicates dissolves in rainwater. Then what happens? It settles down in the lower layers. Iron and aluminium, which are non-soluble, it remains on the top layers. So when the soil becomes soft during the rainy season and after during the summer season it dries up, this leads to the formation of the laterite rock. So this rock is used for construction purposes and intense leaching which leads to the soil having a very red color here. So this laterite soil, the crops which are grown here are tea, coffee, rubber, coconut or coconuts and also provides valuable building materials. So this we can find in the areas like Uttara Kannada, Udupi, then we are having Dakshina Kannada, Kodagu, and we are having Chikkamangaluru, Shumagga, and Belagavi. In all these regions, they have more of the laterite soil. Now, children, now we will move on to the coastal alluvial soil. So the type of soil is formed along the coast due to the deposition of the alluvial and sediments that are carried over by the rivers and seaways. Such soils we call it as the coastal alluvial soil. This is found in the coastal districts of Karnataka like Udupi, Dakshina Kannada, Kodagu, and Uttara Kannada have this type of soil. So it is very rich in organic nutrients. Paddy, cashew, coconut, coconut, banana grows very well in this type of soil. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is natural vegetation. So what do we mean by the word natural vegetation? Natural vegetation refers to the plant life that grows naturally in a geographical region. The plants that make up natural vegetations are valuable resources as they provide timber, fruits, medicinal plants, shelter to animals, oxygen, and protect soil, and also it is store water. Natural vegetation is plants that have not been grown by humans. It does not need the help from humans and get whatever it needs from its natural environment. It needs from its natural environment. Some types of the natural vegetations are forest, tundra, grasslands, and rainforest. Here is an example where in the world to find out these different types of vegetation where we can find. So now we will move on to the natural vegetations in Karnataka. So the various kinds of plants and trees grown naturally are referred to as the natural vegetation. Children, Karnataka has a rich diversity in plant species. The plant species plays a very important role in preserving the ecological balance. The trees provide timber, firewood, raw material for the industries, medicinal herbs, honey, bamboo, cane, and other trees and plants are found here, are provided. The forests Being the habitat of the wild animals, we can see the tiger, lion, cheetah, wild buffaloes, elephants, deer, and peacocks. The forests are also the place of entertainment and tourism. They also help to control the environmental pollution. Sandalwood is a special tree grown in the forest of Karnataka. Perfume, objects with intricate carvings, soap, and medicines are manufactured from sandalwood. They are all they are popular all over the world and hence are not only supplied to other parts of the country but also exported to the foreign countries. That is why Karnataka is called as the land of sandalwood. Now we will move on to the types of vegetation. See, the Bangalore is the center. We can see the land of sandalwood and coffee. Karnataka is a state which is rich and colorful heritage. Bangalore is a charming cosmopolitan city. Cosmopolitan city is the start heady to the delight of the state nearby the Nandi Hills and Bannerghatta National Park. And also we see that as I told, the Karnataka is known as the land of sandalwood. So now we will move on to the types of vegetations. Natural vegetations of Karnataka is divided into four. They are the evergreen forest, the deciduous forest, the mixed forest, and the grasslands and the shrubs. So now we will move on to the evergreen forests. Areas receiving more than 250 centimeters rainfall annually have evergreen forest areas. Due to the heavy rainfall and high temperature, the trees here grow tall and dense. These forests, being dense, are impenetrable. The sunlight, it does not touches the ground. So the different types of tall trees like rosewood, mahogany, kinu, teak, dhupa, and hibiscus grow in these forests. At the base of these trees are we are having the thick shrubs, different types of spices like cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and medicinal herbs grow in abundance. The kind of forest that can be seen in the parts of we can find in Uttara Kannada, Dakshina Kannada, Shumaga, Hassan, Chikkamangaluru, Chamrajnagara, and Kodagu districts. We are having this evergreen forest. So now we will move on to the deciduous forest. After winter, children, after winter, due to the lack of moisture in the soil, the trees what they do, they start shedding the leaves. So the leaves reappear during the spring. These are called as deciduous forests. This kind of forest can be seen in the areas where we get the rainfall of 60 to 120 centimeters. For example, Chikkamangaluru, Mysuru, eastern parts of Hassan, Tumkuru, Chikkaballapur, southern part of Kolar, Mandya, Ramanagar, and Bangalore rural districts, and Chamrajnagar. All these have where we get 60 to 120 centimeters of rainfall. So that the in this here the forests are not dense. The important trees which grow in plenty in the deciduous forest are we are having the teak, kino, mahogany, neem, mango, jack, cocoa, banyan, sandal, and bamboo, and also the flame. Next, we will move on to the mixed forest. When we tell mixed forest here, the mixed forests are found in the areas where we get the rainfall of 120 to 150 centimeters. Here we are having evergreen forest as well as the deciduous forest. We find this mixed forest in Udupi, some parts of Uttara Kannada, Dakshina Kannada, eastern parts of Kodagu, Chikkamangaluru, Shivamogga, Hassan, and Mysuru districts. The important the trees which grow here are teak, kino, mahogany, axle, sandal, jack, and bamboo. So these trees have a very commercial value. Next, we are having the grasslands and shrubs. Areas where we get 60 centimeters of annual rainfall, we are having the grassland and the kinds of vegetation. Due to the less rainfall and dry weather, there is short grass, thorny shrubs, and scrub vegetations. We are having the plants which grow in these areas are cactus, acacias, bubble, palm trees, hunchi, kunti grass, all these grow in this grasslands. And this type of occasionally banyan, neem and people tree, palas trees also grow here. This type of vegetation we can find it in Bidar. We are in Bidar, Kalburgi, Kalburgi, Bijapur, and also Yadgir, Raichur, Koppal, Vijapur, Chitradurga areas. We find this grassland and shrubs. Areas are this area which are more than 1,400 meters above the sea level have a cool climate. We are having Kudremu, Baba Budangiri, Bilirangana Betta, and also the Brahmagiri in Kodagu. They have grassy slopes. The deep valleys with streams, rills, etc. have distincts and they are called as the Shola forest. Now, when we move on to the distribution of the forest, the recorded scientist opinion that for good environment, an area should have 33% of land under forest. In India, it is only 21.2%, which is very less. Madhya Pradesh is the largest area as forest. Haryana is in the last position. Karnataka state is in the 13th position. So the total area recorded in Karnataka state is children. It is 43.4 lakh square kilometers. So this forms 22.6% of the total geographical area. It occupies the 13th place, and also the Uttara Kannada district has the maximum forest area. Next to it, we are having the Shivamogga and Chamarajanagar districts. Vijapur district has the least forest areas. And apart from now, we will move on to the next topic, that is the animal resources. Karnataka has a variety of animal resources. The main resources for this is the abundant forest land. The Sahyadris rank among the hotspots of the world area for the biodiversity. Recently, they have been declared as a World Heritage Area. Nearly 25% of the animal population and 10% of the tiger population in the entire country are found in Karnataka. There are other types of wild animals like leopards, boar, bison, stag, deer, bear, porcupine, and a variety of snakes and colorful birds can also be seen in the forest of Karnataka. So the central part of the Western Ghats Western Ghats in Karnataka is called as the Malnad and has retained the natural biodiversity heritage. As such, these areas are rich in variety of animal resources. The important forest areas of Karnataka having wildlife are the coastal region comprising of Uttara Karnataka and Belagavi, Sahyadri Malnad range, where we are having the Baba Budangiri range, BR Hills, Maha, Mahadeshwara Hills, Gopal Swami Hills, etc. So in the southern Maidan. Rane Bennur is the main animal sanctuary in northern Maidan. Now Karnataka has 5 national parks and 4 bird sanctuaries and about 17 wildlife sanctuaries. So, children, there are 5 tiger projects in Karnataka. Yeah, in Karnataka, they are Bhadra, Nagarhole, Dandeli, Ansi, and Biligiri Rangana Betta. The famous bird sanctuary of Karnataka is Rangana Kittu. You can find it in this place, children. See, the this mark is all where we are having the national park. We are having here the Bannarghatta, we are having the Bandipur, we are having the Nagarhole, where Nagarhole, where we are having the national parks, and also the sanctuaries, Biligiri Rangaswamini Betta, Ranganatittu, then we are having Nugu, Nagarhole, Brahmagiri, Arabittu, Melkote, Adichunchinagiri, Someshwara. We are having the Bhadra, where we are having the sanctuaries. Then we are having the Shettihalli, Mukambika, Sharavati Valley, Ranebennu, Tungabhadra, Gattaprabha, Dandeli. In all these places, children, we are having the sanctuaries. So with this, we finish up where we finish up with the with the chapter climate, soils, natural vegetation, and animals of Karnataka. Thank you, children.